muted, Jimmy.
Happy Friday, everybody. It is a Godlike Friday, and it's good to see everybody on. Excuse us for being a little bit late. But we got a full house tonight, and we have a lot to talk about. I feel like the buzz in the community is what? PCS. Is it just me? But they have a ton of announcements coming up this week, along with they will be with us here shortly in a few weeks, but we are on the urge of Queen Studios next week. So I'm really pumped for that. It's going to be great. It's good to see everybody on with our special guest this evening, everybody from Rose Gallery Live, Jeff Morse. How you doing, Jeff?
I'm good. Thanks for asking me.
Yeah, awesome. I'm glad you're here. Marcos, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Marcos, you're muted.
Muted.
I put a Jimmy.
Me, man.
Jimmy. Like we always say, stressful week, man. I'm glad we get to, come on Friday and just talk to the shit that we like to talk about. So it was good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad we're here. It's good to see everybody on. And then we have also another special guest, Brian. How you doing, man? Thanks for getting on. I appreciate it. Good to see you.
I'm good. Thanks for having me. It's very nice to be here with you guys.
Yeah, awesome. I can't wait to get into this week and really talk about what's going on in the community. And then, of course, the bearded collector with his wife, Emily. How you guys doing this evening? Thanks for getting on.
Great. Yeah, happy to be on, man. Packed panel tonight, so I'm excited. A lot of stuff to cover. So
yeah, we have a lot of buzz in Godlike Statues right now. I think my phone was blowing up all day long, so we'll talk about that here in a minute. And of course, the man, the myth, the legend, the guy that always has my back, Freddie. How you doing, man? Good to see you.
I'm doing great. There are a lot of things that give me joy in this world. And one of them is working on my collection in my office, just randomly moving things around, switching things up. This was here, L to the left. Let me move it to the right, tidying up, moving shelves out the way. So I was doing that the last 2 days, just working on my office, just it feels good, right? And I did all that in preparation for the batting, which has made its way this week. So I had to make space in here, had to make space in my garage, clean some boxes out, tidy it up a little bit, and make plans to prop that bad boy up on the ceiling. So I ordered a mount. And the mount, I got it from Amazon. So it'll be here in a couple of days. And now I have to make preparation this week. I think I took a day off, not for this, but I had a day off already in the back from work. And I'm just like, all right, that day, I think it's Thursday or Friday, I'm going to use to put that back wing up, put it together, mount it, position it, and get that all ready. So I was excited to prep for that. So.
Man, son, that piece is huge.
It is. And I'm gonna take lots of joy. It feels like Christmas. I'm gonna take lots of joy just being here by myself and no live unboxing. This is for me. Like for you couples out there, when you have like that intimacy, it's just like you got to get into it. This how I feel with this that way. I've been waiting so long for this. I'm literally gonna have the lights down low. I'm just gonna like my table's propped back here. I'm literally just like nobody on the panel. I'm like no live unboxing, even though I was tempted. I'm just gonna like be here, just like tinkering like it's Christmas and just putting it up, put it together, look at it, angle it, mount it up. I'm gonna feel so good. So I'm really excited for this, man, because Batman 89, 92, Tim Burton, that's my childhood. So I'm super excited. It's like a dream come true, man. Thank you, Jazz Inc. If you're watching, you've made a grown man happy. So shout out to Jazz Inc. Thank you.
Freddie, you've had a lot of great pieces come in the last, I know you've had some of them, but you've had a lot of pieces come through in the last month. So it's great to see you getting these together, your collection starting to really shine. So that's really cool to see. And then, of course, the man that they even made an award out of, Mr. Kiefer. How you doing this evening?
Oh, doing great. Thanks for having me. Been looking forward to Friday night. It's been a really long week. I got notice today that from the cabinet shop that they're getting close to the point where they're going to need all of the custom mini track system to install. And so I've been sitting here on the floor cutting and screwing pieces together and making all those tracks. So it's kind of like therapy. So it's been interesting.
Yeah, you've had a full week, man. It sounds like you've got everything under control, though. So I'm really looking forward to seeing your collection come together with this new setup you've got. And I mean, it already looks fantastic, but to have another wall like that, I can't even imagine it. I'll say it. I'll say it again. I know I've said it several times, but the jewel of your collection will be those avatar pieces. I swear. To see those together, I just can't wait. I can't wait to see that stuff. So that's going to be great to see. Good to see everybody on. I feel like we've had a lot of buzz since yesterday, so I'm just trying to catch up on everything. I feel like I was working and my phone was going off left and right, but let's talk a little bit about that before we get started. Just real quick, let me share my screen here real quick, and real quick, because it happened real fast yesterday. Oh, there we go, and here we go. Why is this not coming up for me? Oh, there it is. Add to stage. There we go. This is the giveaway we have coming up. Thanks to Lane and also Brian from Moduspace. We are giving away the Gene Gray sideshow statue, and then also a Moduspace. Thanks to Brian. And Brian did message me last night, and he did say this. This will be shipped to you for free. So Brian will be sending you the Modu case for nothing. So wow. You get free shipping and you get the Moduspace and you're getting the statue. So this is going to be a great giveaway for one lucky viewer. And I do see Gamoya's in the chat already, so you guys know.
Get him out.
Yeah,
he got in already, dude. Get away. He got in. Get them the hell out of here. I'm kidding.
Just to catch everybody up to speed. Is that Gamoya is like the GOAT. He wins all the drawings usually, so I know he'll be entering. It's going to be good to see everybody coming through and trying to win this. But man, what a great giveaway we have, and it's going to be great for a lucky collector. So I just want to say hi to everybody, and I know we got a lot of viewers on tonight coming through. So my man, nice guy. We need to have a stream from his place, man, because that guy can really cook. Echo, good to see you, man. Thanks for getting on. I appreciate it. Then look at the man of the hour. There he is, Mr. Lane Kramer. Good to see you, man.
Lane.
Thanks, Lane.
Hey, Lane.
Great dude. And I'm glad he did that for everyone. And then, of course, Dennis, my man. Good to see you on. I thought this was funny. Hey, send me a message on Facebook, and I'll send you a picture of me and Alex Baye together. And I take pictures with him before. It's funny you say that. Yeah, real great. Alex Baye is very humble and probably one of the best Street Fighter players there ever will be. Just a great dude. Great to see everybody on. And then, of course, it doesn't start till Equan gets here. Good to see Equan. Mitchell, everybody's coming in, man. Good to see everybody.
Yo, Equan need to jump on the panel, man. Stop playing around.
I didn't want to say it out loud, man, but I'm glad you said it.
I got to call Equan out, man.
Who
He needs
cares
to
about
hop on.
a family man? Like,
Good to see you, man. Good to see you on. And then Alex Kiefer doing double duties. Everybody's coming in. Great to see. Oh, my man, Atticus. Oh, we're going to talk about him just in a minute because I do want to address that because he did get his stuff. And then also FigureCon. Hey, saying hello to Emily and Noah. Great to see everybody on. Oh, Casual is on. Man, good to see you. Calm down, Freddie. Yeah. Make sure you follow Casual. He's a really cool dude, man.
Spat McMahon.
Yeah, everybody's here. Good to see everybody. Oh, I cannot forget the master of lighting and the goat of the community, the legend, Aiden Martinez. Yeah, good to see you, man. Thanks for being on.
Yeah, when I'm putting that win together, I'm closing the doors too. I want no interruptions.
Once this guy starts to get stuff together, look out.
They've got Cash in tonight too. Hey, welcome.
Yeah, I just saw him on there. Hey, man. Cash, how you doing, man? Hey, man, good to see you, man. Thanks for getting on. I appreciate you. So many things coming in the community, but I didn't want to talk about this first. This is something that's was, some of it was planned, some of it wasn't, and all of a sudden we had this great giveaway that we're going to be doing. So it's going to be awesome. I did talk about Queen Studios. We're on the urge. They will be here next week, believe it or not. And hold on to your seats. A few weeks later, PCS will be joining us, and Adams will be in the house discussing the future of PCS and talking about his new pieces. Look for some great stuff coming up, and then maybe, just maybe, something new that we have not seen before. We'll see. We'll see. We'll talk about that later, and we're going to go on. Noah, what do you have for us this evening? I know you've got something on deck, you and Emily, and I know Emily's excited. Look at her smiling already. So what do you guys have for us? Let's take a look.
All right.
I'm so excited for this.
Yeah, so saw this concept come through, man, and I immediately was like, "Oh, I got to tell Emily about this." It's like,
I love that movie.
yeah,
Yeah,
I love it so much.
Yeah.
And I think it's a perfect setup because of the significance of the window. And of course, it's got the heavy goth vibes with all the candles and things. I mean, you can't go wrong, even with the body pose with his arms out. I think it looks sick. I think it's gonna be really cool.
And there's the other
Oh, there's the other pose. Yeah.
See, I'm hoping that this
I
is
like
going to
the
have a like the Prime One Skull Knight has with the flickering candles. That would be amazing if they
that
could,
would be
they could
so
do that.
cool.
Yeah,
So
That would be.
yeah. So I mean, I've had my eye on the Sideshow's premium format of the Crow for a while, but this is concept wise, this is really what I'd be looking for
one of
getting
my
a Crow
favorite
statue.
movies,
But yeah, so this will probably be a definite buy. So yeah, just waiting for it to all the renders and for it to go for pre-order, and we'll definitely get this one.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
Is that a 1/3?
Yeah,
Or are they
yeah,
doing
it's
a
a
quarter
one-third.
scale
Oh man, it's gonna be big.
Yeah,
It's gonna be so
with
cool.
that background? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a huge base.
that'll be awesome. So
It's awesome though.
Man, that's gonna. I mean, firstly, I love that movie. I really do, and to
I
see
need
it
to
come
watch
out.
it again. It's been a long time.
Yeah, it's been a long time, but having it in statue form would be really cool. 1/3 will be huge, you know. Jeff, do you like The Crow? Have you ever seen that movie before?
Yeah.
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 I saw it when it came out.
Yeah. What do you think of statue form? Would that be something you consider ever? Or?
I have considered the 1/6 scale figure just because of the room,
Oh, yeah.
because it's a great character. Because I've got some other 1/6 scale horror stuff and a couple of Elvira statues and some stuff like that.
Okay.
But and especially that new Beetlejuice sideshow figure.
That one looks really good. Yeah.
Mhm.
Man, when I saw that, I said, "Is this a statue? What is this Prime One?" No, man, sideshow figure. What? That looks really good. That looks really good for a sideshow figure. Brian, are you a fan of The Crow? Do you think that's something you would ever get?
It reminds me a lot of the McFarlane movie Maniacs. Remember they used to have the fish tank ones that were a little bit bigger than the normal figures, or at least they came with more accessories, more atmosphere to them. And I mean, I bought all that stuff back in the day. I love The Crow. I mean, Jeff, I was in high school when that came out, so I went to the theater and saw it. I guess it just comes down to, can I actually fit it? You know? I mean, it just looks like it's such a big. It just the base just looks so massive on that. I don't know where I would put something like that. But
yeah,
I've been a huge fan of it. I mean, you know, they're doing a remake of it too. You know, with Bill Skarsgård. I don't know how everybody feels about that, but
I think it's remakes.
But
I know
so
I'm kind of over it too.
It doesn't need
I
a
know.
remake. Great.
No, it doesn't. But yeah, it's something I would consider though, for sure. It looks great.
This is a piece that I thought that when I saw it, I didn't know. I know because Freddie's a movie guy, right? So I didn't know if that's something he would think to put in his collection. But Freddie, did you grow up with that? Do you remember it?
Oh, I 100%. First of all, I had the VHS tape.
Fun. Okay.
Yeah, I used to watch it. My next door neighbor, man, like he'd come over. That my best friend, he'd come over the house, and we had back in the days of VHS tapes. For those who are young, We don't know about that. Not everything at that time was on demand, or you can just pick it up and watch it. A lot of things, if it was not on reruns, or if we didn't have money for cable, even then, will it come on? We had to get VHS tapes, right? So The Crow was one of those ones that I had, and I'd put it in every now and again. It was one of those reoccurring movies that would get a rewatch like every month or so. That, and first of all, that movie's perfect, like Emily says. I don't think it needs a remake, and I'm not one of those who are like, you can't remake stuff. But I just feel like with Hollywood now, it's just I feel like they're running out of ideas, so they're taking original properties and trying to cash in on it. So, hey, everybody knows the Terminator, everybody knows this, let's redo it. And not a lot of love gets put into a lot of that stuff, and that's what I'm afraid with The Crow. And of course, I'm a huge, not that the two are related, but I'm a huge Bruce Lee fan. So, just the fact that Brandon Lee was in it, he perfected the role. I was like, that's my boy. The statue, I really like the statue. It's not my top IP in the sense of like that I must have it, but when I saw the concept, I was like, it blew my mind. I was like, dude, how big is this gonna be? I was just like, and then the candles, and the first thing I thought to myself, I was like, they're gonna light those candles, right?
Yeah.
It better have a light up feature.
Yeah.
That would be so cool.
When Ant comes on, we'll bring the piece up and we'll tell him, this is what you need. Noah, this is your chance. You tell him, this is what we need. This would be, put this piece way over the top. You should definitely do this. And one thing Ant does is he listens to the community. He really does. You don't want to throw anybody's names out there, but there's some people that don't listen. So
if it can make it flicker too, like I don't know how you do the light up thing, but like have like the candles like flickering, right?
Yeah, that's kind of what it really wants. So I think Noah and Emily have a really good idea. I think it would go great with that. I think it really would.
The arms wide open, is that the one?
That's probably the post we go with. Yeah.
For sure.
I would definitely do that.
I like that one.
Marcos, I know you probably didn't know what this movie is. You're too young.
I wasn't even alive.
Okay, go. Good night.
I was
Marcos from the show.
I was born in '96, and I don't think it was out by then. Honestly, I've never seen it. But rest in peace. Obviously, he died young, like his dad.
Yeah.
I like the whole story about like how he died and everything. I don't like that he died. I'm saying like it's a really sad story and it's a good story, honestly. And he went out with a bang, literally, with the movie. So it looks great though. And I was thinking about Freddie because I know you had the Bruce Lee statue coming in from Blitzway, right?
Blitzway.
Noah and Emily, is this a 1/4 or 1/3? I forgot which one you said.
1/3. Yeah, the new PCS. Apparently
that's a 1/4 statue. That would have been great to have father and son right next to each other. 1/4.
That would have.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Good ideas.
I can't really add on anything else. I know really nothing about the IP besides black and white makeup. He's like a.
You should watch that movie. You should watch it this weekend.
I love a lot of horror movies. They know I love Predators and all that stuff. This was just like, it's such a niche movie, I feel like.
Put it on.
Yeah.
It's so good, man. It's so good.
I'm too young, obviously, to know it. So.
Yeah, I think you'll enjoy it. It's really good. Mr. Kiefer, would it be something you'd ever get?
Yeah, I was looking at that, and I'm a sucker for a really cool light up feature. So if it does have the flickering candles on the base, I would get it just for that. But in 1/3 scale, I think it's going to be a showstopper. It's going to be, people are going to be falling over each other to pick this up.
28 inches wide, 28 inches deep, probably. I bet.
That base is going to be huge, man.
Yeah, it's going to be
33 tall, 28 at the least. Yeah, it's going to be a big piece. But good for them. The concept is awesome.
Oh yeah, definitely. Make you a pedestal for it. Yeah.
A shrine.
Oh man,
I might have to find a place for it.
Yeah.
And I mean, speaking of good pieces, this was posted this week in Godlike Statues, and congratulations to our winner, Atticus, and of course, thanks to Noah for this generous giveaway that he did. and you can just feel the excitement that he really appreciated that. So thanks for getting it to him so quickly. I know he really appreciates that. And
yeah, sure thing. It looks great with that print. That's
it
awesome.
does look good.
Love it.
I have that print
Yeah.
too. Actually, I have it. I just got to frame it up and everything. But
That's
so,
cool.
this is something I did grow up with, the animated series. I watched this on VHS all day.
Okay.
My mom will rewind it and everything and put it back in. This and Batman Beyond. So congrats, Atticus, and thanks Noah for the giveaway too.
Yeah, sure thing, man. It's so cool. We had that for the 250 subscribers, and now we're like over 300 now, just pushing on ahead, man. It's awesome.
Yeah, awesome.
I can't believe where we are and how quickly it moved. So that's just great to see. Yeah, congratulations. And I know just enjoy it because that's a great piece. It really is. Now, this week I was working and they posted this. I think it was actually today. And the first person I thought of was Alan because me and him have talked, backstage a few times. And I think this will be something that he ends up adding to his collection because, for one, let me just start by saying this. When this is the one that I would get, firstly, but I mean, a half-scale Conan. Do you need to have something paired with this? This could be just a standalone piece. You know how Jeff has his Captain America, by himself? It looks so great in that area he has. This could be another piece that you could have by itself as a standalone. And seeing it with the war paint on, half-scale Conan, and the detail they're going to put into this, like they've showed, them working on the boots. They showed them working on the sword and how they're, getting this together. Very, very impressive. But this piece just screams Alan Kiefer. But I don't know, Mr. Kiefer, what do you think?
I love it. I really like this piece. I like the fact that these are offering two different bases, which that's like the first time I've seen a statue company do that. So that's very unique. And two different versions of Arnold with the war paint and one without the war paint. The likeness looks pretty good. Yeah, there you go. I might be more inclined to get this version as opposed to the war paint.
Okay.
But yeah, that might be coming home. I'm hoping it has a metal sword.
I think it does.
For me, that would put it over the top.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it does. I think they're working on that now. I couldn't believe how great this is. When I saw it, I was like, wow, this is really good. Brian, do you like this piece? And what do you think of the likeness of the stat?
I love it. I especially love that base. If I were to do it, I'd get that base with the war paint, kind of mix the two. I'm obviously a big Conan fan. I got the sword right back here, but I wish that they offered it in a different scale because I just don't do half scale. I just feel like that's going to be, it's so big.
Yeah.
Sideshow did a quarter scale one that I wanted years ago. I'm still trying to track one of those down, at least for a decent price. They're inflated at this point, but yeah, if I had the space, I would buy it in a heartbeat. Absolutely heartbeat. I think it looks just like him.
Yeah, and listen, Brian, just so you know, I always said to myself, there's no way I'm getting half skills, but look behind me.
Yeah,
it's not happening.
So you're trying to enable me then.
Yeah, well, I said the same thing all the time. Like, there's no way I'm getting half skills. But
you never know what's going to happen. When it actually goes up for pre-order, there's already a lot of buzz about it anyways. When it actually goes up, I might actually do it. I don't know.
Yeah, I think this is a great piece. Jeff, do you like this?
I like this one, but I would want the skull base on this one with the war paint.
Me too. I think they went base because it matches the
scene.
Yeah, the scene of the movie where he was in. But I love the skulls, man.
Mm-hmm.
I really do. Look at that. That's super
I do too.
Cool.
It's so good. It's so good.
I wonder.
The funny thing about half scales is that after you have it a week, 2 weeks at the most, they seem a lot smaller than they did the first couple of days when you're like, damn, this thing's out of my room. Then you walk by and it's like, Oh, you're not as big as I thought.
Yeah, well, I mean, I got the Iron Man Mark 1 in while I had COVID. I got it in and I did an unboxing, and I just remember how crazy big I thought it was. And now that I have it, you're right in hand, I'm like, man, that's just like the norm now. That's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, I'm like, I could put another one or two somewhere.
Yes. And, I kept saying that
I
too.
like having Iron Man.
No, man, you need one. You need one, Jeff. You need one. I don't know if Queen's going to do any more half scales. I will be asking about that. But yeah, I mean, you have some great options for Iron Man half scale. That would be really, really good.
It'd be a tough choice. They've done so many great ones.
Yeah, they have. I mean, man, man, I could see them trying to do like a half scale for Mark II because they just made the 1-to-1. I can see them trying to do that. But the statue that I really want is being made by fan art, so that's what I'm more excited about right now. Ironmonger is one of my favorite characters, and they're finding someone's going to do it, so I'm super pumped for that. Freddie, you going to put this next to your Schwarzenegger bust or what?
No half scales. Oh man, that's like that in between. Like I'm like bust, yeah, I can do. Like half scales, I'm like, I don't know. Not saying that I would never do it, but
yeah,
this would not be the one to go half scale with.
Okay.
If this was 1/3, I'd get this piece though. That's like because I want a Conan in my collection. The Barbarian or Destroyer, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Well, I say this all the time when he comes up, but Arnold, the greatest action hero ever. Yeah. I want, if I can get this in 1/3 or 1/4, I'd be even 1/6, because just like Jeff, I also like collect 1/6. I would love just any kind of Conan representation in my collection. I would like it from every IP, like Arnold. I would have like an Arnold display, just like have it like for every like movie, like it's just like, you know. But this is one of the iconic roles that he's done. And again, because I'm an 80s kid. Yeah. No, I was born in the 80s. I'm more of a 90s kid. But this is also one of those movies that I had on VHS. It was a 2-pack. It had the Barbarian and the Destroyer on there. Did it have Red Sonja? I don't think it had Red Sonja. I know he's not Conan and Red Sonja, but anyway, I really love him in this role, man. It's just so iconic. And congrats to anyone who's getting this. I think it's a great piece by PCS. I think they did a great job giving us 2 different versions, which is incredible, because he didn't have to, because, you know, most companies out there, they were just like, hey, this is the version you're going to get. Right. And this is the, you know what I'm saying? So it's the fact that they're offering 2, just like, you know, we're wishing for a company to give us a Dutch. And you know, when Dutch comes out, they're probably just going to give us 1 version. We're going to be like, come on, man, give us somebody Dutch. But
well, I want the mud version.
PCS, you know.
Yeah, me too.
I want the mud version too. Yeah,
me too.
Everybody wants that.
Well, look, Ant Adams will be on soon, and we can just nail him with that. We can just talk to him about, hey man, we really need this to happen. You know, can you really make this happen?
I totally agree with you though on this one. I mean, if it was quarter scale, I mean, it's 100% for me. I would get in a heartbeat. It's just the scale that's making me, you know, I've never owned a half scale, and I don't know that I'm ready to make that kind of jump.
Yeah, it's big. I mean, but when you get it, it starts to be like, oh, well, it's like Jeff was saying, you start to realize, oh, well, it's just the way it is, and it's normal now. But when you first see it,
great statue though.
Yeah. Oh, it is. Yeah. Marcos, I see Mr. X is here, and he's.
I'm not talking about LeBron. He's the king and go. But I like the boots on this. The mixed media. That's what I was talking about. People not looking at specs and boobies. I like it. But PCS. I remember they had the Deadpool PCS 1/3, and they said that the sword right here would be metal, and it's not metal, but it's not plastic. So it's like a fake metal. So I'm guessing that's what they'll probably do with that. So I just wanted people to know. It's still quality. So like, but it's not. I would just say this: if they advertise it as metal, just be ready that it might not be fully metal. It's like a metal-ish.
Okay.
I guess, but no, I think this piece looks awesome. Honestly, I'm with everybody. The Skulls bass is the best bass. I just like the concept. Like it's a very simple concept and it's really good. And he has big boobies and it looks like so yeah. There we go. Okay. I never watched it either, so I watched it. But I was like, this is super corny. You know, it's one of those things. Like this is super corny. I can't do it. So
speaking of that, I love how they have the vein pop. Like,
yeah, that's cool.
I'm just like, oh, they got that.
The thing about this movie is like, this is when Arnold was like legit still like a bodybuilder. So it's like, this is like when he's like at his biggest, like, you know, like he was like massive at this point.
He actually had to lose weight for this role. He had to actually lose muscle mass for this role.
Big, and he still like you said, I didn't know that he was losing weight. Like, and he was cartoonishly big. But then you see like Predator, he looks more normal. Like, you know, he's still big, obviously, but. And then, you know, Kindergarten Cop, you know, my favorite movie Arnold ever did. He's big in that too, but yeah. You know, I'm with Freddie. He's probably one of the last. Him and Sly are probably like the last real. I don't know, maybe Tom Cruise. You could probably say Tom Cruise, like action stars. You know, like you go to a movie because Tom Cruise or like Arnold was in it or Sly was in it, but there's not many of those actors anymore.
A sidetrack for a minute. I don't know who watched the Super Bowl, but first of all, I love seeing Arnold like on the screen, like just like anything. I think he's hilarious. When in the Super Bowl, they had him on a commercial. I think it was a State Farm, right? Yes, yeah, I cracked up so much. I was like, the chop is. I'm like, I love this guy, man.
Anytime I see Arnold, I'm instantly happy. I mean, I was born in '77, so all through the '80s, I saw every single movie. There was always buzz when a movie was coming out with him. You know, if his name was on the poster, you went to the theaters to go see that movie.
Yep.
Jeff, I did have a question for you. So, like, the buzz right now is, you know, rooted hair, you know, silicone skin. I know you own, you know, Cap, right? And he is, you know, he does have the silicone skin. And how do you feel that? You know, looking at this piece, do you feel like the likeness is there? And do you feel that it needed to have, you know, rooted hair or silicone skin to make it that much better? Or do you think this is more than enough?
I think it's more than enough. Sometimes there's a point on some things with silicone where it just, I think they start to look too soft.
Yeah.
Or too like a mask. Almost.
Yeah. No, I can definitely see that. I think that when they did this piece, I think they're on the right track. I think it's important that the likeness just has to be there, right? Because if it's not, that's why you're buying it, right? It's got to look like the actor. But when you look at this, you can really tell they put a lot of time to make this right.
Yeah.
They went above and beyond to get this to look like this. Okay, so Noah,
synthetic hair to be that shape.
Yeah.
You know, and not look like a wig.
Right.
Would cost them money.
Yeah, I agree.
Quite a bit of extra money.
And, you know, and that really may, I think silicone and rooted hair for this one may throw it off to where it just wouldn't be as good. I mean, because I think you did a great job with this. Noah, I see this in the background right now with all your swords around it. What do you think?
I do think it is pretty cool. Emily actually showed me this movie a few years ago. Yeah, we watched it. So I need to watch this one again too. But yeah, I thought it was
pretty good job, Emily. School.
Yeah.
My mom and I used to watch this movie whenever my dad would go out on hunting weekend, and we would watch Conan the Barbarian 1 and 2. 1 and 2.
Mom's the go.
Yes.
Yeah, but I think I like the clean version of this, so to speak. You know, aside from the war paint version, I think it just shows a lot of the muscle definition a little bit better, and I think it makes the likeness slightly better too. But yeah, I mean, I could definitely see why this one would be sculpted. Can you imagine a full upper torso silicone with with the wiggly Wonder Woman arms? But yeah, that's cool that they're doing it in half scale. But I'm kind of the same way. I think where if it was like 1/3, I would maybe consider it because it would fit with everything here. But half scale, I haven't bought a half scale yet. And this probably wouldn't be the first one, but yeah, it looks good though. It's still really cool to see.
Well, let me ask you this, Noah. If you did buy a half scale, which one would it be?
So number one on my list is the Witch King from Infinity Studio. That's the first
Yeah.
one.
Ooh.
Yeah. And then number two for me, I think would be the Sam Porter Bridges half scale from Prime One. I really like that
You've been
one.
looking at that one for a long time.
Yeah, it's just man, it's expensive, man. It's a lot.
It's so expensive.
And I mean, it's really like all the pieces are really well painted, and it looks like it comes with tons of parts and everything. But it's just like $3,000 or whatever, $3,200.
I would say, do you think that piece would ever sell? Like, if you try to sell it, would you even get close to the price it's retailed at, or no?
I don't know.
See,
maybe
that's
not.
a thing too. That's
Maybe,
a big.
but yeah, it's not really selling out super fast now, so it's kind of aftermarket. It probably wouldn't, but yeah.
But that Witch King was priced pretty well, though, wasn't it? Wasn't it like 1,500?
Yeah, 15.
Yeah, like 15 to 17-ish. Yeah, right around there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The half scale, that's incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't be sad if you did. I mean, we already have the sword for the Witch King. We might as well get the Witch King.
Might as well. It lights up.
I agree.
Yeah, that's the one where the sword lights up. Does it? But is that the one where it kind of pulses, like it looks like it's on fire?
Yeah. So,
Yes.
Yeah, that one's great. So that's probably the first half scale I'll go with. So
Where's it going, Noah?
just right back here somewhere. Yeah.
Okay.
Probably somewhere in the center. I may, change something around with the shelves or something. We'll see, but that's probably where it would go. That's the only place they can fit. Because it's like 50 something inches tall. I can't even remember. Thing's huge.
Yeah.
I would.
I'm coming over.
I'd build a short pedestal for it. I think like a 2-foot pedestal.
I'm coming over when you get it.
All right, for sure.
Can I ask a question?
Me and my brother.
Can I ask a question to the panel though? For people that don't have half scales, what would be the character or movie you would get a half scale on? I know Jimmy obviously has Iron Man, and then Jeff has Cap. Like other people that haven't got half scales, what would you guys get to plunge into that 40+ inch statue?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah.
So Mark in the chat, he got it right on the nail. the nail on the head. I probably would cave in on a Muddy Dutch half scale, because I can just prop in the corner somewhere, man.
Yep.
I would do that one.
Oversized one to match the Predator. I mean, if they did that, if they did one to match the Predator size, it's going to sell out. Everybody wants it. Like, it's going to sell out.
Yeah.
That would be the one that I would want right now.
Yeah. I would do a Reynolds Deadpool.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
A lot of accessories too. It can't be just a normal. It wouldn't be a museum pose. It would have to have a lot of customizability. So, what's up, your vision?
What's up, Vision? You get any piece close to retail nowadays when selling? Yeah, I totally understand that. I've done a few, and oh look, Mr. X has one for you. Here you go.
Well, that wouldn't just be a
yeah, right.
That'd be that material for me.
Mr. X has one. Oh, Mark's got a really good T800 Indo. That'd be
100%. Yeah,
that'd be really sick, actually. Jeff, what half scale would you want to see?
He's already got a great one in Cap, obviously. So
he's got a good one. Yeah, it's a great piece.
I would like to have. I wouldn't mind a half scale Ben Affleck Batman.
That'd be really good.
Nice.
With
especially
the brown
that tactical suit.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah.
Because that suit's a little more interesting than that. Prime 1 did a really nice version of that.
Yeah, oh, they did, yeah. Yeah, that would be super cool. I think that would be really nice. I think it'd pair well with your collection too. I think it would be really good. Mr. Kiefer, what half scale would you want?
Well, I'm looking at that Conan piece. And I realize it's not, rooted here and all of that, but I'm wondering if is it mixed media on his pants and boots, or is it sculpted?
Mixed media.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, That's another one in the maybe column. The other one I'm looking at is the Aragon from Infinity Studio, half scale. And I'm thinking of putting that one maybe with the Witch King half scale.
Yeah.
So I don't
I
know.
like the Gandalf too.
Gandalf's cool.
That one is pretty nice.
Another character I would get in half scale would be Theoden, like on a horse half scale. That'd be ginormous, but I would do it. I would
That would be awesome. That would be so cool.
I'll pay 10K for it. I would.
Half scale horse. Okay.
I would. I wouldn't care. That's just me. So.
That would have to be a piece that when people first walk into your house, it has to be in like a foyer with like a sunlight going down, you know, something very majestic.
100%. That would be like my Lord of the Rings piece, but yeah.
Brian, what half scale would you want to see that they haven't done yet?
You know, I'd probably do like a Bride of Frankenstein.
Oh,
Wow.
Oh, dude, that'd be cool. Yeah.
That'd be so
There's a place in Hollywood called Icons of Darkness, and they had a full size, 1-to-1 scale of her. It was just incredible.
Wow. That would be cool.
My buddy Matt is actually texting me. He's saying Jack Burton or Lopan from Big Trouble in Little China.
That'd be good.
It could both be. That'd be fun.
That's a movie so fun, dude.
Oh, FigureCon's got a great idea. Check this out. Had Jim Carrey mask.
Oh wow!
I was thinking the same. I'm like, why hasn't the company done any statue form of the mask? Like any.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, you could do so much with it. Crazy faces, crazy guns, and everything. Like that would be a perfect statue. I would get it too. And I may not half scale, but definitely a 1/3 or 1/4. So
That would be super cool. Freddie, I know what you want, man. I know you want Dutch.
Yeah. I mean, I already got that Arnold bus, so that knocks it off. So, Dutch will most likely.
With 3 people on the panel getting that Terminator bus.
I know.
That's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
Already got a space right there.
Yeah, I see that.
That's where it's going.
I don't need Noah over here helping get this.
Mine's going right over there.
There we go, Alan.
Alan, we can't see it, man.
I know. That's because it's all covered up with boxes right now.
Yeah, I mean, Marcos. I mean, if PCS doesn't, I mean, and you know what? I just feel like they just can't miss right now. PCS just can't miss. They just keep continuing to make great pieces. So I did see this week, and I immediately thought of Noah because when I saw this, it just matches his collection so well. Sorry, Noah. So, let me bring this up here real quick.
This is called enabling.
No,
Mm-hmm.
friendly conversation.
Yeah.
Friendly conversation.
This is statue talk, man.
Everyone's like, "Don't do it, Jimmy. Don't do it, Jimmy."
I mean, I'm also an enabler, so.
Oh, put him here.
For those who are new to this channel, for those visiting, we're a bunch of enablers. So beware.
If you think we're enabling here, you should see our chat.
It's honestly gross. It's really gross, honestly. So.
Yeah, I mean, I saw this week, and I immediately loved it. I thought it was great. It really matches the line. I think what takes this piece over the top is the arrow stuck in him too. And Noah, when I saw it, I thought about you, man. What do you think? Do you like this?
Oh yeah, I love it. I think the head sculpt looks really good. I like the pose; it's really different from the ones in the other ones in the line. Man, this line is so complicated for me because I love it, but I want, if I was gonna get it, I was gonna commit to the whole thing, and I owned a couple of them, and I sold Brian my quarter scale Charon, and then I had the Berserker Urkai quarter scale for a while.
Oh yeah, that one was good.
But
too.
yeah, I don't know, man. I really love the whole line.
Well, it's a rabbit hole. The minute you start, then you're just on. It's like Berserk.
Yeah.
As soon as you start, then you're on a never-ending list of things.
Yeah.
100 grand.
Yeah.
Yeah, but unfortunately, I'll be passing on this one. But man, I think they did a great job on it. Yeah.
I like his sleeve.
I think if I were to get rebuy like any of the Prime 1 Lord of the Rings, I've had my eye on the Gimli for a long time because Gimli's one of my favorite characters. So I really like that one. That may be my one-off. We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this one's really well done.
That's
love this piece.
Cool.
Yeah, and Jeff, do you like this? Do you like the portrait?
Oh, I think that their Lord of the Rings stuff looks amazing.
Yeah, I have to agree. I really love this. I really love the arrows, man. That really takes it over the top because I mean, when you look at this, you think about the movie scene, right? For when it was shot and before he passed, and just how iconic the scene was. And I know you don't have any Lord of the Rings pieces, but is this something you'd ever consider?
If I was into Lord of Rings enough, yeah. These are quarter scale?
These are quarter scale. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, that's a reasonable size.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a great piece, and I think that if anybody's into Lord of the Rings and they collect Lord of the Rings pieces, this is probably a no-brainer for them to pick up.
Yeah.
Freddie, you have so many great pieces behind you that have they're silicone, they have rooted hair, they're just fantastic. I mean, they are. So what do you think about this piece? Now, when you look at other pieces, do you compare them with that, or do you just go, okay, well, great scope, that's what I'm going with. It didn't matter if it's rooted or not. I mean, what do you think?
First things first, I feel sorry for all Lord of the Ring collectors. I don't know how you do it. That it is just so like that world that they've created. It's just so much I would want, so much scenes, so much iconic moments, so many characters. Like even just the props, like because I do props too. Like even just the props, it's like you could just do Lord of the Rings and just like focus your collection on that, and like till whenever you just like you're gone, because it's a lot, and I don't know how you pick and choose like what to get, because so many companies are like doing it for obvious reasons. I mean, it's it's popular. This is with this. If I did collect Lord of the Rings, this would be one I would get. Yes, I prefer like rooted hair. Silicone, it doesn't matter to me. It's a plus depending on the piece, but that's not a killer. But I love how they did the hair. The hair looks so good. And there are some pieces where they don't, it just looks like, like I don't say a wig, but it just looks like there wasn't much love put into the hair on some pieces. And this one, they actually did a good job with the sculpt. And I love it. And this is such an iconic moment. I love, like you said, with the arrows and everything, to pose. I think it's a really good piece. If I was a collector, this would be one I'd be eyeing for sure.
Jimmy.
Yeah, I think this is a great piece. The likeness is really good. I keep going back to that, how someone did added some hair strands into some of the head sculpts, and I thought that looked really good. I think that would look good here as well. This looks really great. Alan, do you have any Lord of the Rings piece? I don't even know.
Yeah, I do. I only collect like select ones. I can't do the whole line because it's just going to take up too much room. So I have 3 Weta pieces and 1, 2, 3, or 4 Prime 1 pieces, and I have the Infinity Studio half scale Witch King coming as well. But I can't get every one. It's too much. And I wouldn't have room. I'd have to get rid of all my Berserk pieces or something in order to fit all of them. And I love all my Berserk pieces. So
Yeah. No, I totally know what you mean. I mean, I always tell myself I can't have them all, but I mean, this is so great. I mean, Brian, do you like this?
I think it looks great. I like the other portrait better, to be honest. I think it just looks a little bit more like Sean Bean, but I too, I'd have to get rid of everything if I was going to go all in on Lord of the Rings. So I limited myself to just the one that I really wanted, which Noah mentioned he was kind enough to sell to me. But if I were in on all of these, I mean, it'd be a no-brainer. It looks great. It's a perfect moment taken right out of the movie and put on your shelf.
Yeah, I mean, I personally would look at this and say, okay, this is such a great iconic part of the movie. I really love this piece, but it wouldn't be the one I would get. I would go for more of I would want like Sauron. I would want like you know the Witch King. I would want certain pieces, and I would build it around that, and then I would leave it there because there's too many great ones in my opinion. So now, of course, you got to be a Lord of the Rings fan, but I mean, I think this is I think it's a great piece. Is it for me? No, it's not, but it's really good. I think this is a great statue. Anybody getting this piece, congratulations, because I feel it's great, and I feel that this is going to be just an amazing piece.
Oh, I gotta say, shout out to Sean because he has so many good iconic deaths, man. Like, he first of all, the top one, man, it's been years, but yeah, I'll just say Game of Thrones to me is the number one, right? Because like,
oh, what happens in Game of Thrones? No, I'm kidding.
Come on now.
I'm on the first episode. What are you talking about, Fred?
I'm on the second episode. Yeah.
Stop this. All right. I just, it's, look, man, it's, to me, I didn't see it coming. I like to, but his career when it comes to deaths, he like, I don't know, like, I don't know if he does it on purpose, man, or the typecast. I don't know what it is.
The dying typecast. You know, this guy would do a good death.
Oh,
the funny thing is, like, the meme is like, he can't in a franchise, he can't last the first movie or first season. Like, you know, he's done after that. You know? It's crazy. But,
he's an awesome actor, man.
Yeah,
awesome.
No, he's great. That's the thing that sucks because he has such a great impact. Like in Lord of the Rings, I'm a big Lord of the Rings fan. Like he has the best death in the whole series, and it's the first movie. But the thing is, you don't really see him. I know there's flashback scenes of them in 2 and 3 and everything, but he's such a great actor, and he just dies in every movie. I feel like, or every show, and it's always an impactful death though. So that's a testament to the actor too. So good for him. And Boromir is my second favorite character in Lord of the Rings. So great character.
Mr. X says this is a yawn for him.
Yeah.
He's a Jordan fan. I'm not surprised by that. So he had that yawning of '90s defense for Jordan too. So
I know Mr. X is in the chat. I really want to see his last level Silver Surfer painted by his wife. I really want to see how that came out. So make sure you post that soon, sir. I really want to see that. But yeah, this is a great piece. Is it for me? No, I'm going to pass on this. But I really enjoy it.
That one's going to mostly be for the people completing the line, I think.
for sure.
For the most part, yeah, just people that are already all the way down it, you know.
Noah said it best. Like, if you're doing Lord of the Rings, you have to pick one certain line because, like, you can't. It sucks because there's so much, like we all said, you know, and you have to just understand your space and what you want in those pieces, and it's tough because, like, Infinity's line's amazing. The Prime one, if you love 1/4, it's going to be the best 1/4 line you could ever get for Lord of the Rings. And Weta has great, you know, environment and kind of dios and all that stuff. So it's Lord of the Rings is such a hard collectible. And our friend Jacob, obviously Alan Kiefer Award winner, has a great Lord of the Rings collection. He did it perfectly. He has all scales, basically a bunch of replica props and everything. So good for him. But it's a lot of money. There's no doubt. It's a tough thing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but props from Prime One for, you know, taking that line as far as they have, because there's a lot of companies that have just done some of like the 3 or 4 main characters, and like that's pretty much it. So it's cool to see.
That sucks about it too. Yeah.
And if they do Theoden, then Marcos is going to be in on it, and then he's going to have to go back and get the rest of the line.
Why did you bring that up? It depends on. I hope it's Prime One too, because it's cheaper than Infinity. So if Infinity did like a Theoden, then I'm going all in on that. And if
that's
Prime
still Theoden, yeah.
And
put sunlight on it.
yeah, I mean, Alan, do you own the Frodo with Gollum together by Prime One? Do you own that one?
Yes.
Yeah, I really love that piece.
I love that piece. The portrait, especially for Frodo, that's like the best portrait that anyone has done of him.
That one like in person, it improved upon the the promotion pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks so much sharper in person. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah,
That piece is
really
great.
it's really well done.
Yeah, I gotta post this thing on.
Oh my god! It's funny to bet on the Lakers. I don't even like the Lakers, so people don't know.
Tonight, man. He's grabbing you tonight.
Rivalry on LeBron and Jordan, so that's why we keep going back and forth in the chat. So
Yeah, that's hilarious. So, just a great piece. I did want to speak to this, and Jeff, I know you were talking earlier. We were talking backstage, and you are a fan of this, sir. So let me bring this up real quick. Maybe if I can find it. Oh, there we go. Here we go, and there we go. I know you talked about you liked, horror stuff, and this is going to be a 1/3 scale statue, right? So it's going to be a big boy, but I cannot wait to see this. And is it just me, or is it going to have light up eyes? That's what it looks like to me.
Kind of does, yeah.
Oh, that would be really cool.
So
I hope so.
Jeff, it's big. Do you think you can fit this in your collection? This is 1/3.
I don't know.
Okay.
It's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Depends on, it's probably standing upright, so it's not going to be deep. So
yeah, I'm interested to see how they do this. What the pose is, and then also what the base looks like.
It is.
Yeah, I know you mentioned backstage too that someone else has done another one of these, and I can't recall who it was, but I remember seeing it. I remember it was good.
Yeah.
I think if anybody can nail this, it's going to be PCS. They cannot be stopped right now. Nobody can stop them. I don't think right now. They've done so well with other pieces.
Jimmy, are we a PCS marketing team? What are I love PCS too, but damn.
Well, listen. If you look at this week, that is what they. That's all this week is like.
I'm just joshing around, obviously, but it's like they're coming out with everything right now, and good for them. And I'm sorry to get sidetracked, but I remember 2 months ago he said he's taking the cuffs, he's going all in. He's doing no cold bars, so good for him. And he's doing it, so good for him.
He's really making collecting exciting,
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I know some people were talking about a lull for a little while there, and he's just every reveal he has is just excites me, even if it's not something I'm doing. I'm just oh, someone's gonna make something like that. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's the wide range of what he's doing. It's horror, it's typical Marvel, which is good too. Typical stuff like that, and he comes out with this wide range of IPs, and it's just awesome. Good for Ant.
Okay.
So the old Howling piece was a PCS and Sideshow collaboration.
It was.
That was a quarter scale. That was a quarter scale, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to. Let me stop sharing my screen first. And let me bring this up.
That's a nice piece.
That's cool. Yeah. What the hell?
Jimmy,
what's going on, man?
Hey, here we go. Hey. Oh, yeah. Okay. That looks good.
I like the pose on that one.
Mm-hmm.
It looks
we
great.
got
I really like the base on that one too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Great. And then, of course, the Batman statue collector has arrived. My friend Chris Michael. Good to see you, man.
Chris.
Good to see you. Yes. So everybody coming in tonight. I know he's really happy because the Chiefs won. So the Chiefs won. So I know he's happy about that. But yeah, I mean, just a great piece, and I think it's going to be another great seller for PCS. I think it will be. Seeing that that piece, I was excited for, but not as excited I was for this one because I was working. I think at the time I was in the interview, thinking. I had to stop and look at what this, let me see and bring this up. I was doing an interview and I bought this up and I was like, man, this looks freaking fantastic. Let me bring this up and hide that. Thanks for the messages. I appreciate that. So I thought this looked amazing. So Brian will know who this is, and so will Jeff, maybe Alan too. But Freddie, you know who this is?
Who is this? Say Megatron.
No, man, Unicron. Huh? Unicron. Oh man, what's going on?
We're building that matters.
Come on, man. No, I know who that is, but that was my point because I know we're so like big on throne pieces, and I know people are making it a point to like fit everybody on a throne. I like when I saw him on the throne, I was like, he looks cool, It's just I don't know, when I see certain pieces on the throne piece, I'm like I feel like you got to earn that throne. This is my mentality. I'm not saying I'm right or anything like that.
Yeah.
But I feel like, man, you get on the throne, you got to earn it, right? I think like Megatron, just maybe even Optimus, but just in anything, where there's a Joker on a throne, he's crazy. He fought his way to it. Batman on his throne or whatever, for example, right? I know this is like silly, but when I think it was Blitzway, when they did Jon Snow on throne, the first thing I said to myself was, this dude never even sat on that throne. And I was like, come on, man, pretender, man. But I was just like, if I'm correct, did he sit on that throne? If he did, it probably was for like 2 seconds. I'm trying to remember the scene. He didn't sit on it, right?
I don't think he did. I think he was near it.
Yeah, and he killed his cousin /
Oh, come on, man! Why would you ruin that, man? I'm not
out there. Like goddamn. It was like kind of like that's kind of.
You guys are ruining Game of Thrones left and right, man.
That's a good thing though, because the last 2 seasons were so bad. I'm helping.
All right, no, stop that. But to my point, right? I'm like, when I saw Blitzway do it, and again, I know these are concept pieces. I'm not trying to poo-poo that. I'm just saying for me, right? I was just like, I saw him on the throne on the Blitzway piece. I was just like, this dude never sat in a throne. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, you don't earn that throne. I'm just like, I get it. Throne is hot. People like thrones, but I just see when I see certain characters on thrones, to me, I'm like, how did you get there? Did you earn that throne? Like, you just can't sit in that throne. I'm just like, yeah, you can't just put every piece and just put it on a throne and just like it's gonna sell. That's how I feel. So that's how I felt about him when I saw him.
If you have a whole collection of pieces just on throne and put them together, it would look like a huge multiversal talk show.
Yeah.
Where they all, talk about their feelings.
I have to agree with that. You know how?
Yeah, and to your point, Jeff, I'm like, look, I'm like, and then that would diminish it, right? I'm like, you're sitting on couch.
But, like, who's going to moderate that? Who's going to be in that?
It would be so cute, especially all the villains and their little thrones going, "Hey guys, how are we going to do world domination?"
Oh my gosh! And I 100% agree with Mr. X on this. LeBron on throne. That's what I mean. Pretenders.
No, I agree with that. Good throne piece. With his Looney Tunes outfit, Space Jam, So.
Yes. So, when I saw this, I remember it from when I was a kid. How from the movie, like Transformers, the movie, and somebody had a display. I just can't recall, but he had a whole bunch of old school Transformers, but he also had Unicron in the middle, and I thought that looked amazing. And I thought this would look good in the middle, and then Transformers surrounded him. I thought that would look really good. Do I like it? Yes, because I love this character, and I think it would look good. It definitely has to be 1/3. I don't know what scale this would be.
Well, like Lane was saying yesterday, it'd be like 1/1,000,000th scale, probably.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Because I mean, the character ate planets. I mean, he was like destroying planets when he was going through. Brian, did you grow up with this? Do you remember it?
I grew up with Transformers. I got to be honest with you. I don't remember. This character.
This was from the movie Transformers, the very first animated movie they made.
Like 1983?
Right. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, it was really
Okay.
It like ruined my childhood, man. Optimus Prime passed in that movie, and I was like,
Oh, dude, come on.
yeah, sorry.
Everything.
We running a lot of bets in this.
Yeah.
show.
Hey, man, it was like 4 years ago, but still, but it was great, and I feel like this character, he's pretty iconic. I think it'll look good in a throne like this. I really do. I really like it.
I think it's a cool looking statue. Yeah, I mean, I remember Transformers when I was a kid, but that's kind of where it all left with me. Other than just seeing all the great stuff that Prime One has put out over the years, and obviously PCS. But I mean, yeah, it looks great. For people who collect it, I think they're gonna love it.
Yeah, this is 1/3. It's going to be huge. It's going to be big. And Freddie, you talked about characters being enthroned; they have to earn it. Bane deserves a throne, man, because he broke Batman's back, son.
And guess what? He's in the throne, Jimmy. You got to get it too.
Yeah, I really want that actually.
Yeah, he could get a throne, man.
Like anything, like anything with Bane, I really want it because I love that character so very much.
Same.
But Jeff, do you remember this character growing up?
I remember the Transformers, but
Yeah,
I remember the commercials and the toys.
yeah.
I
This
didn't
is
know one from the other.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. I still remember this movie, and I think it'd be cool in the statue form. I really want to see what they end up doing with another line of Transformers. Oh, that's going to look really good. Great piece, and did post today. Only 1 or 2 more weeks to the biggest announcement PCS in history. So I have no idea what that is.
One Piece.
Maybe.
He wants it bad. I hope it is. I doubt it is, but I hope it is.
Yeah, I mean, this came up on the feed today too. I saw it. I think Jeff Delaney posted this today, and I saw it. Let me bring this up. Freddie, I thought about you when they showed this. I put it in our group chat too.
What scale is this?
This is 1/10.
Oh, okay. That's cool as hell, though.
It is cool.
Iron Studios?
Yes.
Do they have a great 1/10 line, honestly?
They do.
I don't collect the 1/10, but
Yeah, they do.
You have such a great variety, so.
A lot of good Masters of the Universe in that line.
Oh, yeah, too. Mm-hmm. Me too. I think this is a great piece. I mean, all right, Freddie, what do you think?
This is hot. I wish, man, this was in like 1/4.
That'd be cool.
This is hot. The whole concept, first of all, it's a beautiful, beautiful statue that they did. I love the base. I think the base is incredible. It's simple, man, but it's cool. I like that it lights up.
So, yeah, I mean, let me just just say this: is that if it was 1/4, like you were saying, they would sell a ton more. I think they would.
Yeah. They nailed this concept, and I love when I see the Ronin with his brothers like weapons and bandanas. Like any concept that has all the weapons and the bandanas, whether it's laid out on him, whether it's on the floor, whether the weapons are, you know what I mean? Like just if it has the weapons and the bandanas with him and his brothers, like I'm just like all giddy about it. I just like that whole concept, because the whole point of the last Ronin with his fallen brothers. And I love that, and I think this concept is cool.
What look hot is that comic that you have that behind it with this.
The Spirit Brothers, yeah,
I think that would look really, really good. It's very hard to beat PCS's Ronin, but this was really good too. Marcos, do you like this? I know I posted it in our group chat today.
Dude, like I said, I didn't know what scale it was. I saw it I was busy today, obviously, but I saw it for like a half a second. I'm like, oh, that's cool. I just love that whole, like, spoiler alert, if anybody doesn't know, like, Mikey's the last Ronin, like, the goofiest one, like, kind of like, the one.
Oh, man. All right. Now, for real, though, most people didn't even know that.
Spoiler alert. Come on, guys. God, look, it's in the damn statue.
That's why I didn't even say it. I didn't even say it.
Red and purple. Come on.
A lot of people still don't know.
Come on, guys. But I just like that he's the last Ronin. Like, it's a great storyline. I read it, and it's awesome. PCS's piece is still, I think, the best of this, character. They did the best. Like, I love the little smoke like memory effect. It's so cool, and I thought this was a different scale. I'm like, oh my god, it's like 1/4 or 1/3. Like, good for them. This is awesome. So
It should have been 1/4, man.
1/10 is great though. Like, if you're a 1/10 collector, like I said with Iron Studios, like, good for you, man. Like, they have so much stuff, and it's relatively good price. It kind of is kind of expensive for 1/10, but it's still, they look great. So good for you guys.
Yeah, Jeff, I don't even know. Are you a Turtles fan at all?
No.
Okay.
I'm vaguely a little familiar with the characters, but
Right. Okay. Yeah, this is I mean, this piece here is I think it's great to have. I don't think it's a great standalone, but if they do a line, I think it would look good. I mean,
Yeah.
because if you think about it, most collectors, Freddie, will have the 1/4 scales, right? And they'll have them all lined up. So this would look, kind of a little out of place. But if they do a line, that would be really awesome, actually. I don't know how they could do it, but because but anyway, I think that would look the best if it was a line. Noah, do you like this? I know you got some smaller pieces, man.
Yeah, I think it looks really good. I have the Last Ronin comic, but I haven't read it yet. I do plan on doing that pretty soon. But yeah, I mean, I think it looks really cool. But yeah, just kind of like a lot of people say with Iron Studios, if a lot of their 1/10 or 1/4, it would be a little more tempting. So, but yeah, it looks really good. I love the base on that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, Alan, this is really small, but I don't know where we're going.
I'm looking at this like, come on, guys.
Yeah, it's 1/10. Do you like it?
Yeah, no, I think they did a great job with it. I'm hoping they do more in this line. The same quality. It looks really good. I don't collect turtles, thank God. I could never go down another line like that.
Yeah.
If I was to jump in on turtles, I think it would probably be the PCS.
Okay.
I really like what they're doing. And I would probably try to search out that Last Ronin piece they did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the first one.
That one is almost like a standalone piece. I mean,
it is,
and it tells such a great story. So that's the one piece I would probably try to search out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the shredder they did is outstanding.
Mm-hmm.
And they just announced, was it Krang or Craig or Crane, something like that?
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be a monstrous piece in 3rd scale.
This Ronin statue looked like a Funko Pop next to Alan's statues in the back.
Oh, wait a minute! Look who's talking.
He said a Funko Pop, man.
That's how big Alan's statues are in the back.
Yeah,
I think they did a really great job with it. I'll say that.
I think so too. I mean, I think that it looks great. Is it for me? No, but it's only because I love the series. I love everything about it. It's just a little too small for the scale for me.
Can you imagine this as a life size?
Oh my God.
That'd be really cool.
It would be good.
It's huge.
I think
I love the light up feature though. I mean, I wish more companies would include light up features.
Yeah, same.
Marcos don't have that problem because he collects a lot of anime pieces.
Like, oh my
that's what they specialize in. They come up with the light up feature before they even have the concept.
That's right. Your point. Honestly, like, those light up features make a statue so much better. They really do.
I agree. It takes it to another whole nother level. I have a Luke Skywalker, the Bespin Luke Skywalker from Sideshow, and he's on like that grate, when he's in Bespin. Which should be all lit up with orange. And it's like, man, if you had just done that, it would have just taken it to a whole
one little
level.
step more, and
just
I,
a little more.
In the anime community, I don't know if you know, Brian, but like statue wise, like the unlicensed companies, they have like great light up features, and they're cheaper statues too, and they're good quality. So like, I know these bigger companies can do it. They just don't do it. Like look at the Ghost Rider from Sideshow. Like that makes the statue completely different.
Totally.
Price too. The price, everybody's like, what the fuck is this price about? And then like the light up feature comes out, like that kind of makes more sense, So they should have came out with that.
I'll pay.
Yeah,
dude. I mean, I'll pay a little more if there's gonna be a light up feature in it.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
At least too. And
Sure.
so there, I think the edition size is like 750. They would have probably had way more edition size if they came out with the light up feature at the beginning, you know. So that's kind of
Yeah.
their marketing fault, but you know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Marcos, when you get home at night, you don't have to turn on like lights in the house. You just turn on your statues.
I guess so, right? And you guys, the chat, the panel has seen it, and the chat, someone's chat has seen it. And like some of those light up features is just ridiculously intricate too. Like they move
Yeah.
with the statue and everything. Like it's
Yeah.
really cool. So
Yeah.
and another thing a light up statue needs is like it needs to look good without the light up too. That's another thing. Like if it doesn't look good without the light up, then it's not a good statue. But the ones I have, at least, they look great without a light up, and they look even better with the light up. So.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I mean, if the statue's not going to look good without the light up statue, without the light
Don't
up
even have
feature,
it,
it's
yeah.
like, yeah, you're doing something wrong.
Yep.
Yeah, and I think I was talking with Chris the other day, Chris Michael, and I remember he had mentioned, he said on stream actually, and but I talked to him which version is he getting, but the Prime one, Batman on Tactical Throne, you know, the monitors when they're off, you know, it's kind of like, man, it looks great when it's
Underwhelming.
on. Yeah, it looks great when it's on, but how long are you going to keep that on? You're not going to have it on all the time.
You're not gonna have it on the whole time, exactly. So
Yeah.
it's
No.
tough, and it's an expensive statue, and it looks great, but like you said, Jimmy.
That's what I feel about the burning Godzilla. I was like, it looks like what is when you turn off the burning feature? It's just like I don't know.
Yeah, what the fuck am I looking at? Honestly, like exactly.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I think Chris had mentioned too on stream that it'd be cool to have some decals on there or something that you can just take off easily, or something that wouldn't damage the screen, but just put it on there to where it looked like.
I was thinking about that. The damage of the screen. Like keep taking it off and on. That would be bad. But they would have to figure out a way to do that. But I don't know if they could. You know,
who knows? I mean,
they don't even have straps for their fucking boxes yet, so I don't know if they could do that. So
yeah,
just throwing it out there, guys. You know, like
it's time to get a 2024 statue shipping method. So yeah, I got a few more pieces on deck. I know we're getting to that.
Is it PCS, or what?
Well, it is a PCS week. If you didn't know,
I know. The thing, I wasn't really actually on Facebook too much this week, but no, I'm joking. I love PCS, so like keep going, man.
Marcos, hater.
I am the hater on J&D usually though, but
the hater. So this popped up this week, and I did get the email on it as well. Jeff, I see you getting this. I see you getting it, man. He's like, no,
no, that's too big.
Yeah, man, that's like the name of the game these days. I feel like every piece is huge, but man, it's that hand that sticks out that makes it so. It makes it really big, but I think it's very accurate to the movie, and I really love the pumpkin.
Yeah.
I think it's good. Jeff, do you like it though?
Yeah, I would like the old Universal Classic monsters.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
I'd like to see a creature from the Black Lagoon.
Oh, you and me both, Jeff. Oh yeah, I would love that.
That would be super.
I would love a whole line of the classic monsters. But PCS, they're really into the horror thing right now. Well, they have been for the past few years. So it's not unheard of that we could get something like that.
Boris Karloff, Bela Lugosi, all those classic.
Incredible.
I'd like a Vincent Price.
So
yeah, exactly.
So Alan, I know you don't. Well, do you have a whole lot of horror pieces? I don't even know.
I guess the closest thing I would have to horror would be the Alien pieces.
Okay, yeah. I think that I think this piece is well done, but it is really big, and it would be hard to display in a cabinet, Alan, because his hand sticks out so far.
Yeah.
So,
absolutely.
But I still think it's great.
A lot of opportunity for breakage right there. I mean, I could just see myself walking by and accidentally hitting that arm.
Oh man, that would be.
It's a thin arm. It's not a thick arm, So
make a great back scratcher.
I've got Iron Man Mark III half scale coming in, and his hand sticks out because I'm only using the palm hand, and that comes out quite pretty far. So I'll be dealing with something like that pretty soon. But I don't mind it if it's Iron Man; it doesn't matter. So, but yeah, this piece is super cool. Marcos, did you like it?
I don't know much about Pumpkinhead, but it looks great. Looks cool. I would just say that. Like I think I think Brian said that they're doing really a lot of good stuff in the horror line. I'm so happy about it. Yeah, I would love to see PCS do like maybe It, or Jason Voorhees, or oh my god, Freddy Krueger. That'd be cool as hell right there. So I'd love to see him do
I would love that too.
Yeah. Texas Chainsaw Massacre as a Texas boy myself, that'd be awesome. But keep killing it, Ant. You guys are fucking knocking out the park. Get a little Leprechaun in there too. Leprechaun, get a little
You should have.
Yeah, they do a Leatherface. They did a Leatherface, right?
They
did.
They did.
Yeah.
They did two versions of him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they
they
did,
did the one where he's got the
Yeah.
Okay.
But you said it earlier. Do the mask too. Do Jim Carrey the mask. Just do it.
That would look. That would
Just
be really
do it. Yeah, you want to. Just do it.
Emily, do you like this piece and how they did it, or is it just like something you never even seen before?
I'll be honest, I've never seen this before. I don't know anything about, was it Pumpkinhead?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I do really like how creepy the nails are. I do think that it could be a hazard or a really good back scratcher. But I love the detail on the face as well. And he just kind of seems like he's like, But I think it looks very interesting now. It makes me want to watch the movie.
Yeah.
I do remember it back in the day. Brian, did you ever see this movie?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you did? Okay. Do you like this?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I love it.
Okay.
My problem is what everybody else is saying. It's just too big. I don't know where I'd put him.
Yeah, I mean, I have to agree. I mean, I saw some other pictures from there getting this ready, and I just couldn't believe the size. Well, I say that, and I didn't care what size Hulkbuster was. I'm like, I'm getting that. I am getting it. I'm gonna make it work. I'm gonna get it. Then I got it here, and it came in a coffin. I'm like, good God! Like, I'm gonna get this. I had to literally unbox it outside and bring everything into the inside. So, but yeah, this is a huge piece. I think it's great. It's not for me, but again, I think this is something that anybody that's a fan of the movie would want to get. I think it would look good, even as a standalone piece by itself. With like maybe you'd have like the movie poster behind it, and then you'd have that piece back in the corner. I think that look really good, actually.
Yeah,
great piece.
I mean, it's something. I would love to have that. It's just, it'd be a day one pre-order for me if I just had the room.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Jimmy, highlight Mitchell Lawrence's comment where he talked about the big horror. So above that one. Yeah, he mentions the horror 4.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I was thinking. He read my mind when everybody was talking. Yeah. That's what I thought to myself. I was like, for me, I like the horror stuff, but I was like, in my collection first, like I'd have to have like the Rushmore of of horror, and like to me these, like the whole list when I was going through my head, this is the same list I had. Actually, I would add one more in there. I know he's overlooked sometimes, but Chucky, to me he's on that Rushmore. I love dude. Yeah, even Emily knows.
They've already done Michael Myers. They've already done 2 versions of Leatherface. They did the Leatherface from the first movie. Well, actually, they did them both, right? At the very end of the movie when he was wearing the woman face. So they did both of those versions. They've done a 1/3 scale Michael Myers, and they did a 1/4 scale Michael Myers, which I have right back over here.
Nice.
And they've done Scream. They've done Ghostface from Scream. They've done quite a few. I mean, Candyman too, most recently.
Candyman, yeah.
Oh, I love that piece.
That's the best piece, I think, honestly.
That's the one that's been in my cart for about the past 3 months. And I just
so you mean you want to get it right now? That's what you're saying right there, right?
Do I need to hit that button right now?
but those ones that you just named, I mean, like even like I would go for those before like I would even get to like Pumpkinhead. You know, he's like at that back tier. You know, that's to me that's a character like if you collect a whole bunch of power pieces and you have like all of those big names like that you mentioned, Candyman and all the other stuff, then it's like okay, now I can add a pumpkin, head in there.
Yeah, Pumpkinhead's like when your friends come over and they're like, "Who's this one?" And then it's like, "Oh, well, let me tell you."
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
Conversation starter.
Yeah.
You're
I'll
right.
say this too about Pumpkinhead is that I've seen the PCS piece they did a while back, and it's always on sale for Sideshow. Like they're always trying to get rid of it, So would this sell a lot? I don't know. So I don't know.
I like the pose that
I
Ant used to do that for this piece.
I mean, do you even know what the ES is on that?
I don't even think it's like I don't think it's that high. Like honestly, it's a 1/3, I believe, right?
I'd be surprised.
Did he put it out yet? I don't think he put it out. Did he?
There's another. It's a lot of people have it, and like I said, it goes on like the daily deals a lot on Sideshow.
Okay.
I'm looking it up right now. It could be 1/3, 1/2. I don't know. So, we guys can talk about it.
But to his comment though, I mean, I would love to see a Freddy Krueger and a Jason Voorhees and a Pinhead too. I have the Freddy Krueger from Sideshow. I have the Pinhead from Sideshow. I have the lady or the lady priestess from Sideshow. I love them all, and I buy them all in from PCS too.
But has anybody done? So I know that that NECA has and Trick or Treat Studios. I know they've done like a Chucky doll, but has someone done a statue of like Chucky? Or they just feel because NECA and Trick or Treat they corner the actual doll that they're like, we're not gonna touch it. But I think it'd be cool, like to have an actual statue.
Would you really put that in your house?
Yeah. I have the doll. I have the doll in my house.
Oh my god, I'd be scared of that thing in my house.
But if the good doll doesn't even look scary though.
Did you ever see Nightmare Museum?
This one.
Nightmare Museum. At night, all your stuff is running around your house.
I agree, Cash. That's a good list.
Jason. That's what I want. A Freddy vs. Jason statue.
Oh, that'd be cool. Would you like it with where Jason's holding Freddy's head? Remember that end scene? That'd be nice.
Or like them fighting in the room with the pipes and them just being like at each other.
Somebody needs to do that.
It's so great. It's one of the best Halloween movies to watch. It's a must every year.
I agree. It's fun.
What would y'all think about the tall man from Phantasm?
Oh, I remember that.
That'd be a nice one to do.
Because I mean, he's pretty creepy.
Yes,
he was. Yeah, that would be super cool, actually.
Right,
That's
I
a good
looked
idea.
at the size though for that Pumpkinhead, the one they did earlier, and I don't see the scale.
Yeah.
But it's 400 for the exclusive, so probably the collector's edition, probably less, and it's 1,200 all in, or retail at least. I mean, so it just I don't know. I don't know how well this happens.
And it's still been sitting. You said it's been on sale for a long time, so it never even went to wait list.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
I think PCS's best horror piece coming out is going to be Candyman. I think it is.
I love that piece.
It's incredible. It's incredible.
It is. It's one of their best.
And the thing is, that's such a niche horror movie. Like we, us as super nerds know it, but like not the normal movie goer.
Yeah. Candyman, he broke through, man, because he went the whole like say Candyman 3 times. There's this.
I love
he's up there, man, with the tops.
It was 5 times.
5 times. Thank you.
Whoa!
I know. I might have to do that one.
Man, there's so many great ones, but I still think, what would take Candyman over the top is that if they took the extra portrait and had it set on a pedestal made of like honeycombs, I think that would make it even better.
Well, you saw the whole base though, right? I think the whole base is a honeycomb, isn't it? It's a bunch of bees.
Yeah. I think
I love it if you could open up his coat. I love it if you can open up his coat and see the rib cage with all the beads.
Yeah, a lot of people said that too. I think I mentioned that too. I was like, that'd be
Did
nice.
you?
Yeah, but he had me when he had the jaw of like bees. I was like, oh, that is so cool. He could have the jaw, and he could just sprinkle it. I was like, oh, that's so nice. I like that.
Jeff, I think you need Candyman.
But
Well,
I mean,
Jack
you
Nicholson.
guys, you might be enabling me to actually finally pull the trigger on this one.
That's what we do. That's what we do,
That's a
Brian.
cool piece.
Yeah, no, I really wanted that one for a long time. I think I was actually texting Noah months ago about that.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I say do it. Yeah, that's just me.
Ryan, welcome to Godlike Statues.
Yeah.
Welcome.
And also, everybody in the chat, I swear to God, we are not paid by Aunt Adams. We just like their pieces a lot.
And look, to be
He's
fair,
bringing out some heat, man. He's bringing out some heat right
the
now.
guys bringing out heat, but this week it was like a ton of PCS, right? That's like 90% of this week. That leads me to my to probably our final question. We'll get into that 1:30 mark, but I mean, Brian, I'll let you go first, Brian. What's in your card, sir?
What's in my cart? I mean, I think you guys know.
Yeah,
it's been Candyman for a while.
yeah, Candyman. So, look, man, if you end up getting that, let's do an unboxing. That'd be great. That's gonna be a great piece.
Man. All right, I'll let you know. Seriously, that's the only one that I've had in my card. Everything else, I have a bunch of stuff on pre-order, but that's the only one that I've been sitting on.
Okay. Yeah, that's a great one. If you pull the trigger, I think you'll be really happy. I mean, it's definitely a great piece.
I think so too. And if I do, I'll let you know. We might do a live unboxing for that one.
Is that do you mainly collect like horror stuff? That's what you really like?
I mean, I've got a lot of horror. I don't think I'm really just horror. I mean, I've got Batman stuff. I've got some Marvel stuff, a lot of movie pieces, and J. Scott Campbell's whole fairy tale fantasies line. I have that. Masters of the Universe, some Berserk, but a lot of horror though.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you got a variety. I think, I don't know. The Candyman will look good in your collection.
I agree with you.
So, Marcos, what anime piece do you have in your cart? Just kidding. What do you have in your cart?
Oh, there's anime.
Not just anime either. God damn it.
Deadpool.
Deadpool. There hasn't been Deadpool stuff that come out, so thank God. Like, honestly, that's a good thing. But definitely Sume Brook. That's an anime piece. I'm trying to think. OPM. It's an unlicensed company. Frankie. Batman versus Killer Croc Prime 1. I told you guys in the chat or our group message, Say Cheese is back on the market for me. Like, I'm looking at it.
I thought we weren't supposed to talk about that one.
I know. Damn it! God damn the alcohol.
Marcos. You know we said cart, right? Not wish list.
No.
Cart.
You have the wish
What's in
list,
your cart?
Freddie. You have the wish list. Freddie, this is all in the cart right now. I can go to everything.
Goodness.
But I know it's awful. And then
so, Marcos, talking to Chris told me that that's one of his favorite pieces.
I know. I had it on pre-order. I had the last payment. I'm like, out of principle, I'm like, I'm not paying $700 all in, like, for my last payment from Prime 1. They just ruined it for me on that. But obviously, I can get it from somewhere else a lot cheaper, But that was the only thing. It just sucked. But yeah. And then Legolas is always in my cart too. Legolas, 1/2 scale, always in my cart.
I forgot about that. I forgot you wanted that piece. Okay.
I always wanted.
Yeah, I mean, that's gonna be. Hey, you got some great pieces on deck. I'm looking forward to seeing that. I'm gonna go on a limb. I think by the end of the year, you'll probably have Say Cheese somehow.
Yeah, well, probably. I already had it on pre-order, and I had all the payments done, besides the last one on Prime 1 because they make you wait.
Yeah.
And then it got like delayed like 6 times. It was so annoying. And then the last payment came, and it was like $750. I'm like, I'm not doing that. Like it just I waited so long for it, and then they charged a huge amount for shipping. It was more of a principle stance. I'm like, I'm just not doing it. I'm fuck you guys.
I think they're gouging the hell out of people.
Yeah, no, I know they do. Because I worked at a company before, like during COVID too, that we had bigger boxes and heavier boxes, and we were shipping stuff way cheaper. Yeah. So they are 100% are doing it, like as a month. And you guys see, like, I think Prime One has a lot of good stuff, but you guys see like on the sales, they make like you get a sale, but the shipping goes up always. So they know, like we all know what they're doing. So
Yeah.
it is what it is.
I mean, they are. I mean, you just know that shipping price is just murder, and that's how they're making their money. To be honest with you, But when I saw in December Predator free shipping, 30% off, it was a no-brainer. I had to get it. Like I had to get it. It was just a must. All right, Noah. All right, Emily. What's in your cart?
So obviously the half scale Witch King. I'm very close to ordering. PCS Morgan, I'm still looking at the 1/3. I like that one a lot. I happened to see this one today again. I haven't seen it in a while, and I think that this would be great with Emily's stuff. So,
oh
the Figurama Naruto vs. Pain.
Wow.
So I just love the base on it, and it's just it's really cool, man. So
Emily,
I still have yet to see Naruto Shippuden, but I've seen a little bit of it.
I've been trying for years to get you to watch it, but it's
so
a
long.
It's a rabbit hole. But I've showed him that fight probably like 3 or 4 times already. It's like, this is why you need to watch it.
Emily, I will say this about Figurama because I have a piece from them, and they're known to have QC issues like quality control, and they do. So I will just be wary. But this will they do great concepts for sure. Yeah. So
okay, the concept is really cool, but
so when you put it together, it looks amazing. But like my piece, like you have to like bend kind of pieces to get it in. I'm like, I hate that feeling. So.
Oh yeah, because you're gambling with.
Yeah, like, I feel like a piece of little resin might break in my hand, and I would hate that, So, but this piece
and
is
that
awesome.
One looks like it's got a lot of little pieces to it too.
Yes, every anime piece has a lot of little pieces.
Yeah.
But a great piece. So if it comes in perfect, that's a great piece, obviously. Like honestly, and that's the best fight in Naruto. We all know,
yeah.
When Naruto comes in with all his toes, and like obviously it's the best scene. So.
That was another one back with emo Emily with my emo flip in my I had panda eyeliner and everything, and I went on this site called NarutoWire.com, and that's what killed a lot of my
Noah's like, thank God I didn't know you back then. I'm kidding.
Oh no, he did. We've known each other since we were 11. So, so he saw me through my horrible goth, or not goth. I am goth now, but my emo phase, my slow progression into the darkness, and then I saw him when he was a skater hippie. So
skater hippie. There we go.
I had like hair down past my shoulders and wore like tie dyes,
like Jesus Christ himself. There we go.
Oh yeah, but yeah. So I remember watching that on NarutoWire.com with all the subs going. And then it ended on the cliffhanger with the big reveal. I won't say it for those that haven't.
Say it. I'm kidding. I'm joking.
I was just, and then you'd have to wait for like weeks for them to translate it, and you'd be like, "What's gonna happen?"
I know. It's crazy. Back then, anime was a tough watch. I was on GoGoAnime.com. Illegal as hell. Viruses. My computer's still struggling right now because of the GoGo Anime. So we all.
My parents were not happy with me. Computers riddled with viruses.
Yep.
And it was bad. And then I'm like, you can't tell me how to live my life.
Ready to get some machine.
Exactly. I would do the swoop all the time. I looked like a teenage boy because I had the swoop. I was just like,
All right, Mr. Cooper. I need to know what's in your cart.
Honestly, I have nothing in my cart.
It's because you bought them all.
That's it. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Yeah. I do have three pieces that are supposedly shipping probably within the next 4 to 6 weeks.
Which is what?
So, the Queen Studio 1/3 Catwoman on Batpod.
Wow.
The JMD Wonder Woman, and don't you dare say anything, Marcos.
What?
And the Queen Studio life-size alien bust.
Nice. Alan's got straight up money pieces only. So
I love that
Big
alien box so much. I almost ordered that a while ago.
Man, just get it, Noah. It's great.
Oh, it's long sold out as far as I know.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. But it was like $4,000. Yeah, it was amazing though. It pairs perfectly with the Prime One Big Chap. It's like just a really good similar height. Like, it's awesome.
Oh, and also Alan, I remember when Freddie did his unboxing. I thought the J&D Wonder Woman actually was really good. So I did say
Okay, all right. That's the one you'll allow us to have.
The only one from J&D though. I give him one.
All right, that's cool.
Okay, Freddie,
Thank
I
you.
gotta ask, man. What do you got in your cart? What's coming, man? Let me know.
Yeah. So let me share this. The only thing, so I put everything on hold because this was been announced or teased. And I'm like I cannot not get it. So I'm kind of like holding out everything. Hold on. So Jazz Inc. basically announced that they're going to be making this, the Batmobile, the animated series. So,
The 5-foot long thing.
yeah, this is currently, it can't be in my cart yet because he didn't put it out for order, but that's in the works. So I'm like, this is one of those.
Stop! Don't take that off. Don't do it.
Nah,
Take it
man,
off.
I need this. And I thought to myself, I'm like, why would you? Like, you don't need
I
this.
would. I'm gonna do
I think
it.
you need it.
And then I was like, I think I need it.
Yeah.
So
You do. You need it.
this is
the tease of
this
the
is
inside. My bad.
this is 1/6 scale. So if you see my Ecto behind me, that's 1/6. It's gonna be just a little bit longer than the Ecto. It'll fit in the case, but it'll be a little bit longer. So that's how big this is gonna be.
That's
But
awesome.
Freddie, is that picture that it's in this post? Is that a teaser of the inside?
Yes. So because again, this stuff is in the works and in the talks. Because basically, anybody who knows Jazz Inc.
I was talking about that picture.
He basically discusses with the community, basically, on like how they want it or how they should do it. Like basically the input. So, right now he's going through polling and asking questions, asking, how should it be done? How real do you want it? The colors, the light, like everything. So
that's cool.
I'm just like, I was like, so yeah, I think this is at the top right now. So yeah, this is everything else has been just like pushed down to the bottom. But I need to know. Yeah, so
it's pretty badass.
An animated series. This is childhood right here. So
yeah, 100%.
Freddie, did you see that post I tagged you in this week where that guy had a Maji space with all the Batmobiles inside of it?
Yeah, that's gonna be me as soon as I have it up.
I thought about you when I saw that. Okay, Jeff, what's in your card, man? I need to know. You're muted.
My dog was barking.
Oh, it's okay.
I don't have anything in my card.
Oh, nothing in your card.
Nothing.
Oh wow.
Okay.
You're smart. You're smart.
Yeah, really smart actually. Is there a piece that you have your eye on these days that you're thinking about? You know what? Maybe down the road I'll pick that up.
Sideshow's Penguin.
Oh,
okay.
I got that.
Yeah.
These guys.
Okay. No, that's a great one. I watched Chris's unboxing for that, and then, of course Marcos was kind enough to unbox it here on the channel also.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's cool looking.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Jeff, I would say as a standalone piece, it wouldn't be good, but next to every villain, like how I have them right now, looks amazing. It really does look. It's a great companion piece for sure. So
that's what I'm thinking because I've got.
Yeah, you have the perfect setup for it. Honestly, you really do. So
just have to slide something off and put it in.
No, it's like I said. If you just had one piece, it wouldn't look good. But next to I have the custom Grundy, I have Sideshow Bane, Sideshow Ivy and the Sideshow Freeze, and it looks so good next to all of them. Like it really does. So
I think it'd look cool with the Sideshow Scarecrow.
oh yeah, that would look awesome.
I love that piece.
Because the Sideshow Scarecrow is kind of elevated, and
Mhm.
the Penguin is kind of low. So yeah, that would look awesome for sure.
Atticus, if you get
Oh,
that,
yeah.
I really want to see you unbox that. You need to come on the channel. We can do
Finally, somebody's getting it. I've been asking. I'm like,
Yeah.
who's getting that piece? I love it.
You guys were asking me about that one for a couple months.
that. Yeah, I want to see
Exactly.
somebody.
Who created that concept was like cocaine fueled bender or something like there. It's like that thing is crazy.
Mhm.
Like it's nuts, honestly. So yeah.
And Jeff, I wanted to ask that bat symbol you have in the back. Where did you get that from?
Sideshow.
Sideshow.
Oh, Sideshow. Okay. Yeah, it really looks great together. It kind of is a symbol in the middle. Kind of makes it.
Yeah, it's really bright when you turn it on.
Oh, really?
So
Okay.
it's not even on. Now.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, it looks really good. Like
Light up. That's cool.
really good. That's the first thing I noticed when I saw your collection. Is that it kind of brings everything together. It looks really good.
Yeah, I really like it. It's just with the lighting in the room, and because I have the lights in here are turned probably 3/4 of the way down. It's very bright in here.
Okay.
It just washes you out on screen. If you
Yeah, I can definitely see that. I mean, especially because the when the lights are like in here, I've got a lot of lighting in here, and it kind of like sometimes it's kind of hard to see some of the detail and things like that. Once I get them in a case, it's gonna look great. When you're in the case, it's gonna look great. So
Now-
what's in my cart right now?
Yeah.
What's in my car right now? So the entire Terminator line. So the Queen Studios bus is in my car for sure. The T800 1/3 scale by Primal and Blitzway, and then also the T1000. I know I'm getting that. I know I'm getting those. Those are in my cart. I'm on the fence about the Endo. I'm still thinking about it, how they're gonna end up doing this, and then I'll make a decision. I just recently got the Bell Bust, and that's one that I'm definitely gonna be getting from Randy. Hey, Jeff, thanks for getting on, man. I appreciate it. I know you gotta go, man.
Yeah,
Thanks
it's
for
fun. It's nice to meet everybody.
Nice meeting you, Jeff.
Thanks for having me on.
Nice to meet you, Jeff.
Thank you very much, man. I appreciate
All
it.
right.
Yeah, thank you.
Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye-bye. I know I got the Terminator line, and I'm getting the Bell Bus from Randy. I'll most likely get everything from Randy. We'll see. Unless I can get a killer deal, somewhere else or something. But we will do unboxing for all of those. And I'm gonna need some help getting those busts into the Maji space, though. I know I'm gonna need help. So we may have to have
that favor, man.
Well, hey, you know what? Back of beer and my neighbor. Hey, we're good, man. We're good. So
It's nice to have him once in a while.
yeah. He's a big boy too.
Brian's the true MVP. He helped me put together the Justice Buster, man.
Oh yeah,
That
you
was
mentioned
crazy. Three boxes, man. That was nuts.
you mentioned it.
The
Yeah,
torso
that thing
on
was a
the
beast.
Busters, like the size of a small person's
Mhm.
torso.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, the fists too were about as big as our hands.
Mm-hmm.
wow. You just don't know sometimes until you get it in hand. I mean, you really don't know. I mean, I think we did this last night too. But you can see how big this bad boy is next to me.
That's a half scale there, right?
That's
I know,
Pretty
right?
much.
No, it's 1/3, but yes.
His brother's 1/3, and
It might, yeah, it's in between.
I mean, he's a big boy. I mean, he's big. So they give you an idea of how
Yeah.
big he is. But I mean, you don't. Sometimes you just don't know until you get them in hand and you start to you get them all together. And you're like, damn, what did I just do? It's like really big. Unless you're Alan.
you just need
Alan's
a Dutch back there.
Yeah. Oh, well, if they make him, there's not a question. I have to get it. I mean, there's not even a question. And you know what?
I think there's a few people on this panel that would.
Yeah, I think I was telling Marcos is that I think at the end of the line of Predator, he'll be the last one. They
He
make
has
him.
to be. And if they don't do him, fucking do Dylan. Like that would be easier sell. It really would. Do Dylan. Do someone else. Do Danny Glover. I forgot his name in the movie, but do someone else. Can't just do all Predator. There's like human characters that we all like too in those movies. So.
Yeah, that would be good. Lane was asking what we think about the Queen Studios Black Adam on Throne.
All right.
I do remember seeing that piece. I remember seeing the likeness was really good. I did think the Prime 1/3 scale likeness on his screaming portrait was incredible. But I do like the Throne piece. I really do. Noah, do you remember seeing this one? I think I remember seeing it.
Yeah, I've seen the statue, but I'm just not a big fan of the movie. So,
okay, I never saw.
Yeah, so yeah, it's just not something I would ever get. But I do like Prime 1's version, but the Throne's cool too. It looks really good. Queen Studios is always really great with their likenesses, so I think it looks good.
I think it's going to be a great piece.
Mhm.
I know you're into 100% movie right now, Alan. Would you ever consider that somewhere, or do you not like The Rock for that movie?
No, I'm not into that character.
Okay. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
And I'm not into that actor either. I don't want him in my house.
Okay.
What did The Rock do to you?
That would be a no. I don't know a whole lot of people that has talked about that piece, but for what I've seen and how they did it, I think it looks great. I think it's awesome. It's not for me only because I didn't watch the movie, so I have no connection to it. That's just for me, anyways. But Lane, if you could get that piece, man, let's do an unboxing because I'm sure it'd be great. It's just gonna be a great piece. Yeah, I think that's all I have in my car. Oh, that's all I have. I have like 10 grand in my car. But I have something else too. Oh, I also have the
Exactly.
Queen Studios Mark 7 1/3 scale. I have that in my cart.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's in my cart also. And what else?
Oh my gosh.
I think that's it. I think that's it. That's enough, actually.
That's enough. Yeah.
Like another for me is Spider-Man LBS and Wolverine LBS too. So like we all have so much shit in our cart. It's disgusting. So
I want like 4 different PCS 1/3s right now, and I don't have room for them.
I got my Daredevil for them, and I'm good for right now.
That's cool. Yeah, I mean, I want the Morgan, I want the Deja Thoris, I want the Leonardo 1/3. I mean, there's just so many. Like,
well, between
I might have a Deja Thoris for you, Noah.
Okay.
If that's the one you're thinking of.
Yeah, the 1/3 where she's standing up. Yeah, I think that one's really cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think between all of us here in our car, we have about 60 grand.
I was also considering that New York sewer from PCS.
Oh yeah. Right.
I was even considering the 1-to-1, but I want to see the price and basically like the actual full concept.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I'll most likely get the 1/4, but I'm curious how that 1-to-1 is gonna look.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
I don't know why, but I have in the back of my mind that PCS Ronin piece, just to buy, put it in a box, and just display when I build my new home.
Mm-hmm. I think we're all talking about doing that lately.
I know.
Just buying stuff in boxes and one day.
Yeah, Jimmy, you were talking about the Maestro doing that too.
Yeah, it was. I mean, that's a great piece, man. To have that in your house would look really good. But I really want a 1-to-1 scale Iron Man and a 1-to-1 scale Neo from Queen Studios to build that, because it needs to be in a movie area. That's where it should be at.
You got to get the Mark II life size. That looks amazing. That's one of the most impressive ones, but I don't know.
That's one of my least favorite armors. That's why. But hey, come together in a 1 scale. It's great. It's great. But that's one of the armors I did not really like as much as the others. Mm-hmm. It's weird. It's like in between. It's like I love the one where he just threw together in a cave, but I don't like the very next one. But I do love the Mark III. So I don't know why I skipped that one. I guess it's all chrome. I guess that's why I didn't like it as much. Mm-hmm. And but
is it a great piece, dude?
Cool
Yes.
statue. Yeah.
Well, Dr. Mike's getting it, and then I know somebody else I know is getting it too. Oh, Ronnie Stark.
Oh
I think
yeah,
he's getting it
definitely.
too. So I mean, it's going to be a great piece. I mean, it really
Mhm.
is. Oh, Lane. Yeah, you know what? You when they make that, it's going to be good. Have y'all seen that concept art?
Yep, it looks awesome.
Yeah.
That piece is going to be great. I can't wait to see what they end up doing with that, and the switch outs and things, and all coming together. I think it's going to be great. I am interested to see what they do with their next line, and I know their next line is not going to be museum. It's going to be more dynamic pieces, and I think the first piece they're going to do is going to be Superman versus Doomsday. So,
Well,
yeah, I mean, if they can get anywhere close to Prime One, I mean, it's going to be great. And I don't know, anybody that has that piece, but I've seen people stand next to it or put pieces next to it. It's massive. It's crazy big. So, but anybody that gets that piece, congratulations. I mean, or if you have it, but I mean, it's going to be hard to beat that, don't you think, Alan? Trying to beat that piece from Prime One to be tough.
I think the Prime One has set the bar
Yeah,
on those third scale dioramas.
yeah. It's so hard to beat Prime One in DC. Is it just me? Like, it's so hard to beat that.
Mhm.
Like,
It's going to be
I agree.
really tough.
comic wise.
The same with their Berserk pieces. They're
Yeah,
just tough to beat.
like
I
Marcus
always
Fenwick
With
group.
Berserk, like even the unlicensed companies don't even touch it. Like they just like let Prime One have it. Honestly, like
Yeah, I've seen some custom ones that look good. It's just really tough to beat PCS. And you know, J&D said, like, challenge accepted. We're gonna make some Berserk pieces. Good luck trying to beat Prime One. J&D does a great job, but trying to beat Prime One and their bases and how everything comes together, tells a story of a character, and from the manga, it's almost unbeatable. I mean, it just is. Trying to beat that would be really tough. So, I mean, Alan, you have the grail of Berserk pieces.
Yep.
Skull Knight on Horse is probably one of the best.
Oh, you have that one. Interesting.
Yep.
Yeah, that one is great. That one is
Every piece that's a grail that you know that's a grail, Alan has. So just know that.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's not true.
It's not true.
So we
It's
need a
not
room
true,
tour
Alan.
then.
Well, look, it's not true, but it's pretty close.
Oh, thanks.
It's not true, it's pretty close. But yeah, those are some great pieces. So everyone, that's all I have for tonight. I did want to mention a few things before we head out tonight. One is that we are giving, we talked about in the beginning of the show, we're giving away, thanks to Lane Kramer, we're giving away the Jean Grey sideshow statue with the Phoenix. I mean, it's just incredible. And then also from Brian, we're giving away a Maju Space. Brian messaged me last night and said this: whoever wins, he will not only give you this Maju Space, but he will ship it to you for free, which I was not expecting that, and it just kind of blew my mind. So somebody's going to get this incredible statue with a custom
We're gonna get hooked up, yeah.
Oh yeah.
So,
I would say this:
amazing.
whoever wins, please support Brian for that too, because that's like he didn't have like we didn't make a deal with him at all. Jimmy didn't make a deal. That was out of the whim, just of the kindness of his heart. So if you do get this piece, like support him in the future, you know. So do that.
yeah, I mean, he just came on and said he would love to give that away, and I was not expecting that at all. So that's coming to to Maju Space. I mean, to a collector from Maju Space. So I know they're really going to appreciate that. And if you don't think if you don't know what Maju Spaces are, you're a new collector and never seen them, look behind Freddie over there. You can just see how awesome they look. The case is built, and then it really brings out his pieces. It's just they're just amazing. They're amazing.
And also, my bad, Jimmy. And I said thank Brian too for that. Thank also Lane for the statue he's giving away too. That's honestly the goodness of his heart. And thank you, Lane, again for that. So
Yeah, very generous.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Listen, Lane messaged me one day, and we're talking back and forth, and I just couldn't believe that's what he wanted
Yeah,
to give
crazy.
out, the godlike statues for somebody. I was telling him yesterday that there could be somebody that, I mean, just maybe just getting one statue this year, or maybe can't afford one, and this is the one they're going to be getting. So someone's going to be really happy with this. Not to mention they're going to have a Maju space with it too.
Yeah.
So that's going to be great for a viewer. So
And also, I don't think our community is like that. But like, if you get this piece and like get the Maju space, don't sell it off for cheap because you got it for free. Like, hopefully, it's something that you want, and you keep for a long time. So let's hope that happens. I don't want someone to get it and then just sell it right away. That would be awful. That would be a bad feeling for everybody.
Yeah, I mean, let's definitely show respect, right?
Yeah,
it's given away.
this is free. Like, honestly, it's free, and it's for the channel. Obviously, thank God we have people that are backing us like that, like Lane and Brian. So
right, we appreciate that. And how do we get close to that? Like, share, and subscribe. We are over 300 now. When we hit the 500 mark, we will be giving away these amazing two pieces. So look for that. This is kind of hard to believe, but next week Queen Studios will be on the panel with us, discussing the future of Queen Studios and new pieces coming up. I'm really looking forward to what they have to say about their Iron Man line, their Avengers line, and then also what they plan on doing in the future of 2024. I really want to see or just hear some ideas of maybe they can speak to a little bit what they have coming up, because I really want to know like what their plan is. I wasn't expecting this Bell bus to come home to my collection. I just started photoshopping stuff left and right, and I put that with in one of the Maju spaces, and Alan's like, "That's what you need to get." So we, like I said, we're all enablers, and I was like, I think you're right. And Marcos was like, "Yeah, man, you can have this bus and this bus together, millionaires, whatever. It's great." You're right, man. So that was enough for me. So I didn't get it.
We love spending your money, Jimmy.
No,
yeah,
zero.
I always tell the story of Freddie. He's like, "Man, wouldn't it be a cool idea to do one-offs of anime and die?" I was like, "That's a good idea, Freddie," and I'm doing it now.
Yeah.
That's how we work as a in our group and everything.
We're here to support.
We all support everybody and spend everybody's money, especially Alan. They love to do that. And also, and it's March Madness, so PCS and Adams will be on soon. So I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully we actually coming up in a couple of weeks. It's kind of hard to believe, but it is. And look for some more surprise guests coming up also in the future. Look for something that we have not talked about yet to be talked about very, very soon. I mean, very soon. So you'll see that as well. Best way to get us there is like, share, and subscribe. I think right now that's where we're at. Thanks for everybody getting on. Look for next week Queen Studios, and Brian, thanks for getting on. And I just want to throw it out there, you're welcome anytime to the panel. Emily, thanks for getting on with Noah. I mean, you guys are like peanut butter and jelly, so go together very well. So it's good to see you both guys. I'm looking forward to
thank you, Jimmy.
Yeah, absolutely. Until then, guys, I will see you then, and